Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a little chinwag, I guess. Look at this, man. My homeland. And we're under the lone tree. I call this the lone tree. Don't know if you can make this out here. It's a little stone circle here. Just on the top of the mountain. Beautiful. Anyway folks, it's been a while. It's been a little while since I've done a chinwag or any videos, to be honest with you. I've just been sat up here for a little while taking all of this in. I'm just going to head down now, so I'll have a little chat with you guys, but I just wanted to show you this little special place before I left here. Yes, it's been a while. I lost my video making mojo once again. Just in general, social media and YouTube and everything, it's just taken a bit of a step back from it, you know. I don't know, I have problems with it these days. I don't know what it is. It's just, there's so much fakeness. There's so much, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to find any originality these days, you know. Anyone being their original, authentic selves. It's all to get views. It's all to get this. It's all to get that. They'll do anything to get followers, or I don't know. Nothing seems authentic anymore. So I've taken a big step back from social media on every aspect, really. The only thing I really post on, I guess, I put a few stories up on Instagram, which then go over to my Facebook page, but that's about it. I don't know. There's just that spark has gone again. Anyways, that is kind of one of the reasons I've not been posting, but it's just in general I've been taking a step back, like I've just said, but not just with social media, but also with not doing so much in life, just settling myself in one place and actually just living almost like normal life, which I know sounds a bit weird to you guys maybe, but I'm quite on the move quite a lot, especially over the last 10 to 15 years. My life has been quite nomadic, you could say. And this is the first time I've settled or set roots in one place for so long, which I say so long, it's only a few months. Let me think now. February, March, April, May. Okay, maybe coming up to 6 months I've stayed in one place here, and it's actually been just nice not worrying about posting videos and having to do the subtitles to them and the thumbnails. There's a lot of work in the background that goes into video making, basically, and it's all great and stuff. I do really enjoy it, but I've just taken a step back and I've just slowed my life right down, purposely, just to see how I like it, you know. This is almost like a test to see how I feel kind of settling in one place. And I do get itchy feet, I'm not gonna lie. I'm missing the travel bit of things, but I'm enjoying also like the peace and tranquility and the slowness of the pace of life that I've chosen at the moment, you know. I've currently been staying in the same place I mean in the same house now as well, not in the same area, in the same house for the last 3 or 4 months, doing voluntary work, helping an old woman, elderly woman I should say, very able, but she needs help with things around the house and the garden and stuff. So it's been a great mutual agreement, you know. It's been a voluntary work situation, so I've been able to settle there and just almost live like a normal life, and it's been really nice and very good for my mind, body and soul, to be honest with you. Look at the view still. So yes folks, slowing my pace of life down, it's been nice actually. It really has been nice, and just doing things like this again, coming back out into nature and not worrying about recording it and filming it, even though I probably will get back into it all again at some point. I do have a new venture going on at the moment as well. Another reason why I've taken a step back is because I've got other things going on, priorities folks. And again, that's one of the reasons why I've decided to stay in one place at one time, because I've had many ideas really of little business ventures or things I want to put into fruition basically, and I just haven't done it because I want to travel, I want to move around, I haven't been able to just settle and try something out. But this year I've decided to do that. So I'm starting a new little business here, Long story short, it's giving guided hikes around places such as this, funnily enough, and that's why I'm here doing a bit of research. So I'm settling to start my own things basically, and almost take life a bit more seriously. But I've also just taken on a tour guide job, driving tourists around North Wales here for a small family run business. So I've kind of set my roots here for a little while, so I'm just trying my little things while I'm here, and yeah, like I say, just leading a bit of a more normal life and stable life, which it feels weird to me, but it's also very nice because I'm close to my family, also close to my friends. So I'm having all of that in my life again, you know, where I'm seeing people regularly, and so it feels quite weird because I haven't really, like I say, I haven't had this for about 10 years, over that, maybe 15 years. Just want to show you guys as we're walking down here. Look at these. This is an old little farm track, hardly ever used. Little lake down here called Coity. So yes folks, that's what I've been up to basically. I've been doing lots, but nothing as far as YouTube or any video filming is concerned, to be honest with you. Just setting myself up with my little projects and stuff like that. So, but yes, it's been different and a little experience. There was something else I'm sure I wanted to touch on here, but it's totally gone out of my mind now. But oh yes, that was it. What I've been noticing as well, could do this in a separate video, but I may as well just touch on it now. I love conversation and I love talking to people, and yeah, I love bouncing back with conversation and, you know, exchanging ideas and thoughts and whatnot. But what I'm noticing a lot since I've been back here as well, this is people I know, this is friends, family, and strangers. So this is a mix of all different types of people. Not many people listen in a conversation. They just want to talk. And this isn't for everyone. I'm not saying everyone's like this, but I'm noticing a lot of people, they don't generally listen when you're talking. They're either thinking about what they want to say next, or they get distracted by their phone, or they're doing something else while you're talking. Now for me personally, I like, if I'm having a chat with someone, I like to sit down or just be with that person, eye to eye. I'll say something to you, you say something to me, I say something to you, you know, a back and forth chat where we both listen to what we're saying. But a lot of people now, they're just thinking about what they want to say next, and they don't listen to what you're saying. So it's like a one-way conversation. For example, I was speaking to someone I know the other day, I'll just say it like that. Very nice person. That's what I mean, you know, I'm not saying this makes people a bad person, I'm just saying I'm picking up on how people just don't listen in a conversation. So I was just chatting away, and well, they talked first, I listened, obviously, I was listening to what they were saying, and then I went on to reply something about that, about what they just said, right? I just added on to something, which shows you're listening to what you just you're listening, you're paying attention, so you're responding to what that person said. But then when it was the other person's time to respond, I could instantly see they weren't listening to what I was saying, because I could see it in their face. And they almost spoke before I'd finished. Well, they did speak before I'd finished, actually. And it had no relevance as to what I just said. It had relevance as to another experience that they'd had many years ago. So while I was talking, what was happening was that person was just thinking about something else that's happened to them in their life that related to what they were just talking about, but it had to be about them, if that makes sense. You know, I said something that they could have replied something else, they could have added on to something to what I just said, but they decided to just talk about themselves. And this is I'm finding it quite a common theme these days. People generally just want to talk about themselves, or if they're in a conversation and they've just said something to you and you reply to them, they're not really listening to what you're saying, they're just thinking about what they want to say next. It's crazy. And I think social media and just lack of concentration skills and attention span, that's the word, I think in all honesty it's a big problem, and people find it very hard to stay concentrated and focused on a conversation. especially when it's a deep conversation, if it's something you're talking, you know, like deep stuff, you know. But yeah, anyways, is anyone else noticing this, or is it just me? If I'm in a conversation, I'm in that conversation with someone, you know, I'm engaged with them. Nothing else is in my world at that time, unless something comes up, obviously. But I just notice with other people a lot of the time, like I'm just repeating myself, but they literally just want to talk about their experiences and don't really listen to what you're saying in return. They just want to talk at you, not to you, you know. But I think listening is a skill that we all need to practice. We all need to be good at it, because it's a massive part of a conversation. It's not all just about talking, because if you're just going to talk all the time, you're never going to learn anything either to begin with, if you just want to talk. You know, I know someone very well, I'm not going to say who it is, but I know someone very well, and all they pretty much do every time I see them, I love them to death, but they just talk at me, and then, like I say, I'll reply something, but I can tell they're not listening, and they'll talk about something totally different, nothing related to what I've just added to their conversation, not my conversation. Anyway folks, enough waffling, enough moaning, but that's where I'm at in life right now. I'm focusing on myself a lot, getting my own things going, not bothered too much by social media and doing videos and stuff, and just trying to get good at what I'm focusing on right now. Anyway peeps, gonna love you and leave you. I'm nearly back at the car. Listen to the birds. They bloody stop when I want them to swing, don't they? Typical. Alright folks, until the next one, take care of yourselves, have a little bit of fun. Peace.